just finished the first event here in Baker City, and I don't know how to put it into context for anybody to really understand, but one of the gentlemen I spoke with afterwards said that he had spent 25 years here. He's on the last few months of his sentence, and he said that he's been afraid this entire time on what he's going to do when he gets out. And he said, I've had fear right up until today. And so whatever the Lord did in his heart as we were able to bring this presentation to him, set him free. And so after 25 years of waiting and having fear, for him to have some excitement about going out into the world and being a world changer rather than a victim, that's what the gospel's all about. So thanks again for sending us. We finished the Ontario prison event last night pretty late, so I'm just wanting to catch you guys up. Really cool story. There's one of the guys in there that we had met years ago when we were doing a presentation at a facility on the other side of the state, and he came up to me last night and he said he remembered seeing that presentation then, and he saw it again last night, and it literally was like a giddy schoolgirl, and he was so excited about the fact that he's getting out this Friday after over a decade of being in prison, and just how excited he was to go back out into the world and just use the freedom that God has given him while he's in prison, and that us being there the week that he's getting out was just a great encouragement and a reminder that made all the fear of getting out go away, and just a bunch of anticipation for what he's going to get to do. Last night we did get to do the women's facility, which to me becomes I don't know, maybe one of the most heartbreaking situations that you find yourself in, but at the end of it, it's so cool to see that, you know, out of 150 women that came, that literally just stand in line and hug and hear stories of what the Lord has done that through that performance, and that all they can say is that didn't even know where to find hope, and now they've found it. There obviously a lot of tears, but what I can see in every one of them is the same thing that we all need, is we just need the love of a Father to make it to where our lives actually start making sense again. Hey everybody, here we are at Snake River Correctional Institution. It's the largest one in the state. We're going into the maximum security portion of it today, tomorrow, and the next day. Last night we were in the Idaho State Penitentiary, talking with one of the inmates there. Pretty personal deal to me. He was my college roommate. Just really had a bad day, and landed him there for a long time. And so just speaking with him on a personal level, he wanted to express how much it meant to them, even though he's not a believer. He said it just kind of reminds me that people actually do care, because when you're in here, you think that you've just kind of died in everybody else's eyes, but you're still living. And so he feels like us just being there brought a whole sense of hope and reality that there are people that love him and care about him. And so regardless of the effectiveness of the power of the gospel, in as far as getting people to believe the way we believe, that's not the point. It's really just to help people understand that they're loved and they're valued, and that we're there to demonstrate that to them. So. We were actually eating dinner at Texas Roadhouse the other night, and the server, the lady that was waiting on our table, I got to ask him what we were doing. We told her a little bit about it. Long story short, she began to cry as we were telling her what we were doing. I didn't really know what was going on. Come to find out, she had been praying for years for God to be able to send somebody into her son with a horse program, because she knew that would connect with him. And today was the day that all those years of mother's prayer got answered, and we were able to come in here and not only share the gospel, but do it in a way that her son could actually see the reality of it. We got to spend some time with some men that we met years ago. They actually joined us in prayer to open the event. I had the one man step in and help me in the round pen as I saddled the horse. And so this isn't an us and them type of thing. This is a community of believers inside and outside of the prison that come together, and now revival's breaking out inside of these prison walls because of the presence of God that's being carried around in these men. So well done, y'all. Thank you for continuing to send us. We love you.